Hi guys, welcome to Topper Tuesday. We're going to be chatting about this gorgeous topper, so stay with me. So yes indeed, you read it correctly. This is Top Notch, and I have already done a wig chat on Top Notch, but this is a different color. So I really wanted to do a whole nother one for those of you that would like to see this color up close and personal. So this is another beautiful Top Notch piece by Jon Renau. And this color, guys, is Shaded Mocha. I hope this white background works. It's probably going to come out more gray for you guys. I'm not quite sure. I switched it up. I turned it around. The other side's black because I'm wearing black and it's a little bit darker color, and I thought I would look like a floating head if I used the black background. But hopefully it represents okay. So here's hoping. I have yet to record with this white background. So yes, guys, this is Top Notch. Just got this one in today. I was really excited about it. I decided to bite the bullet and try this color because I've had several of you tell me, Jill, try the Shaded Mocha because it would be a pretty dang good match to your bio hair. And they're right. It is a pretty dang good match. It's not perfect. It's not spot on, but that's okay. I think it's good enough because here's my bio hair. And if I were to take that up into this root area, it's almost identical, and I think it's an optical illusion because the actual color itself just makes it work a little better. Now, I did bring out my other Top Notch, which is in the shaded praline, just so I can show you how much darker this one is. Not sure how I feel about it quite yet because you know I like my blondes and I like my light blondes. But I've been putting off getting my bio hair colored and highlighted and all of that to match like shaded praline or even honey with chai latte. I have not done that. So I've been dealing with the contrast, and to be honest, I'm kind of okay with it. It's not the best of the both worlds, but I don't care. So, but I was really intrigued about trying the Shaded Mocha. So many of you really wanted me to, and I'm glad you did, I think, because it for sure does blend in my natural hair really nicely. And you were right, basically, is what I'm trying to say. This is gorgeous. It is really pretty. Let me show you the sides and the back. I just finished recording a video that you may have watched yesterday on contouring. So I don't know what the back looks like because I've been recording for a little while, but hopefully it's okay. My right side. I really need a swivel chair. I'll steal that from my son's room. I have yet to do that. And then the back. So I do have a little bit of hairspray in it. I do have some of the Style and Hold hairspray by Beauty Mark. This hairspray holds beautifully. It holds a lot better than the Jon Renau hairspray. However, I want to put it out there that it is also more sticky, hence why it holds a little better. And I have yet actually to wash a topper or a wig that I use this in to see if it comes out nicely. I'm sure it does. This is made for synthetic fibers. I'd be surprised if it didn't. But I haven't experienced that yet myself, you know, live and in person. So I will definitely let you know about that. So for those of you who may be tuned into this because you really want to see Shaded Mocha but you didn't see my other wig chat, I will go ahead and show you what the cap construction is on this Top Notch topper. It's really kind of my favorite cap construction when it comes to the coverage. It has, of course, the full mono top. It's actually a double mono top, which is really nice. It kind of cuts down on itching that you might have, which is great. And then it also has this material right in here. What would you call this? Like a silicone material. And that is for, I've heard and read somewhere that if you were to you could take the clip off and you could actually use wig tape. If you were really completely bald right in front there, you can secure it that way, which is a really great feature because many women don't have any hair here at all, and they can't use a front clip, and they can secure the sides, but like me, I still like that extra security of something right here in front. So you can remove this clip entirely and use wig tape or adhesive. I'm not sure if It Stays would stick to this or not. I have not experimented with that. If you know, can you let us know if you use It Stays and if it works with this? I'm not sure, but I know that you can use wig tape with this and it works very, very well. So this has two clips here at the side, one right here in the center, which I really love, and it has two clips down here at the bottom as well. These clips are really super easy to do. You can do them with one hand, and they're very gentle on the hair as well. So the thing I love about this top notch is the realistic kind of crown and lift that it gives you here in the crown. I like it better than, say, the Easy Part for that reason. And why is that? Why does it give you this really pretty natural crown? It's because they have given you these extra wefts. Oh, hold on, guys. I got a little bit of hair in this clip, so you can see these wefts really well. So do you see that it has these extra wefts that go all the way around? And that gives you more wefts. It gives you more hair. Plus, this also has some permatease just right here in the very tippy crown area, the tippy top of the crown. And that gives you that lift as well, which I love how they designed this topper. It's perfect. It does what I want it to do, and it was the very first topper that I purchased, and again, I had a great first experience, just like I did when I bought my very first wig, which it was Elizabeth by Jon Renau. I had a great first wig experience. I don't know how I got so lucky, but I did. So I love the crown in this. It doesn't just slope and follow, you know, your head and get very flat. The Easy Parts do that. As you know, though, I adore my Easy Part as well, my Easy Part XL by Jon Renau as well. But this is my favorite crown, you know, design, topper, design, cap. That's what I'm trying to say. It's my favorite cap design for toppers. Okay, it has it all. It has extra wefts, a tiny little bit of permatease in the crown, very comfortable clips, and it's just a very comfortable topper. So that is the cap construction of Top Notch. Now what I have found is that now that I have experienced a few of them, my Belle Tress topper, the Honey with Chai Latte, also has a couple extra wefts. But the density of the hair isn't, you don't get quite as much hair, and it does not have the permatease factor back here. So it lays very close to my head and back, and it's also a little sparse back here. But I have found something that has helped me with that, but that's a different video. That's my part 3 of my big experiment. So I will follow up with that later on. Gorgeous. Again, this is Shaded Praline, and this is Shaded Mocha. Gotta have a root, even with a kind of a pretty highlighted brown color. I still want my root because it just looks more realistic. I think even if I were to get a medium brown color or maybe a lighter brown with, you know, I would still want a root. I just think it just gives more realism. So I love that this has a root. If you're not into root at all, this color also comes without a root. I can't really describe this color with the highlights and everything. If you were to break down the actual number and you knew your stuff, you could tell exactly what's in here. Do they give you the number? Yes, but I can't read it. It's that 24BT18S8. Let's see if you can read it here. It doesn't matter. I'll put it up right here. That's what I'll do. So you can see that the actual color code is there, and that would explain to you the highlight colors and such that they put in this. It is very pretty. I could see where it would be gorgeous out in the sun. It would be really, really pretty. I think that would just pop and shimmer almost. Really pretty color. I'm not quite used to it. I can say that I do think it makes my brown eyes browner and kind of makes my eyes pop a little bit. Do you guys think so? I think it does. I think just because it's a darker color. And my bio hair, this is not my natural color of bio hair, by the way. This is dyed. I colored it to match as close as I could the rooting of the shaded praline, because my natural color, although it is a dark brown, it is brown, it's quite ashy. It's a quite ashy color, and I'm getting more and more gray in it, so it's very ashy, especially in the hairline area. So it's starting to grow out a little now, and I use my fill-in powder to fill in the edges and to cover up the gray a little bit and the outgrowth that is very ashy, that's close to the, you know, to my skin right now on my face, that grow out. So this is what I do, and I use my fill-in powders also to blur the line between my scalp and where that topper starts. I'm very sparse. You could see right through my scalp right where the topper starts. So if I don't use a fill-in powder, you would be able to see right where that topper begins. This helps tremendously, and I don't think you could tell. I love the toppers that do have the center clips because they stay close to my head. I don't clip them too tight. I have not had any breakage or any balding or any hair loss, irritation, inflammation with the placement of the clips into my toppers. I wanted to give you an update on that because I'm so careful not to clip them too tight, to make sure they're clipped to, you know, healthy hair, and that is key. Also, now that I have more than one topper and the clips are a little bit in different places with these different toppers, that's a good thing too. It's kind of like wigs in a sense, that you don't just want to have one wig because one, it's going to really break down very quickly. But in the sense of toppers though, you don't want to just have one topper, in my opinion, not just for that reason, because if you did, it would break down pretty quick. But the second reason is that, you know, the placement of the clips are a little bit different with different types of toppers, and I think that's a good thing. But no matter where you put your clips, it's so important that you put them in comfortably. They should never feel like they're pulling when you're turning your head or anything. They should feel very comfortable. And if you feel like one is getting uncomfortable, as soon as you can, adjust it, you know, as soon as you can, so you can make those follicles happy so they won't rebel and break off. and there is such a thing as friction alopecia, where if you have constant friction somewhere, it can cause baldness in that area. So you know, you want to be careful. If you have very thin fine hair, but it's strong and it's healthy, a little gentle back combing and a little spritz of some hairspray gives a good pad for you to secure your clip in, but you still want to make sure that it's secured in comfortably, you know. But that little pad that you've created there, it does help with movement and friction that you might get, or just your hair might be very soft and it has a hard time holding for you. So that is a little tip for you. Just be sure that you don't go hard and heavy with your back combing, because that can also damage your hair as well. Man, my little desk here is very dirty. Okay, so yeah, I really do love this. I find that this topper has gentle layering, which I really like. It's not just a bob that goes straight down. The easy parts tend to do that. So if you want to put a soft bang in those, you can. You can slightly layer them a little tiny bit if you needed to. But this one's already done for you, which is really nice. We have, you know, various lengths and layers in here, which I think is really nice. It's very beautiful. It really helps my own hair, which is also layered. I'm trying to grow it out a little, but because I have these same kind of layers in my bio hair, it really blends in nicely. So I do love that about the top notch. So what I do when I put this one on is I tilt it a little tiny bit. I tilt it I get it lined up in the center, and then I just tilt it a little bit, and then I clip. It's just a very slight move. And that way I have, you know, a little more hair over here on the side, and you can't tell really too much with the length that this side's just turned a slight little tiny bit. It's very unnoticeable, but it does give me a little bit heavier bang on this side like I like. So you can experiment with that too. You know, you don't want to go too crooked because then everything's going to be wompy, but you know, you might be able to make it work. So yeah, guys, I love the top notch. I love the top notch for its cut, and it's very soft and flattering. You could put in a little shorter bang in it if you want. The coverage is great. Out of the toppers that I've experienced so far, this one has the best coverage. And that, by that I mean, especially in the back, it's not just like the front looks good and then you turn and then there's not hardly anything back there. This one gives you great coverage. I really recommend it for your first topper. I really do. I think it's a great, great choice. Now, one thing I want to let you know is I've noticed this is not at the HD fiber. This is the regular synthetic fiber, so you do not take heat to this at all. Now I use like the Jon Renau wide toothpick really in it's about all of my faux hair. I'm very gentle, but it's already starting to break down a little bit at the ends. It's starting to break down here in the front, not too much in the back, but just, I don't know. I'm like, really? Because I don't know, I feel like I've had this very long. And so yeah, it's, even though it's not the HD fiber, they're already starting to break down a little bit. And I wanted to give you that update on that. So I'll let you know if it revives itself after I wash it. I'm going to do what I always do and soak it in the, you know, fabric softener bath and see if that revives it. If not, I might have to tip it and trim it a tiny little bit. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in that. And also a little update about the Easy Part XL HD fiber, which is also shaded praline. I got that one in the 12-inch. Absolutely love. I love, love, love. I think it looks so realistic. Not a lot of body in that one. It's more of a sleek look, but I really love it. I really do. I wear that one an awful lot. That's probably why it's breaking down. I've noticed that the ends are getting, again, a little stiff. They're breaking down a little bit. That is an HD fiber. I'm very careful with that one. I have not put any heat to it at all. So I'm going to be washing those two here, and I will give you an update on that as well. So I'm a little disappointed that they're breaking down already. So it's still not enough. Look at, I ordered this one. So anyway, I did not dry shampoo this at all. Just a little hairspray. I don't know. This one I have dried shampooed because it was so shiny, because the lighter blondes tend to be, especially the non-HD regular synthetic fiber, those light blondes just like, especially shaded praline in the Jon Renau line. The regular synthetic fiber shaded praline is very shiny. So there is dry shampoo in this one. I did not put dry shampoo in this one. It just, I don't know, it didn't need it to me. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I really, really adore this topper. I did not trim it or do anything at all other than put a little bit of hairspray in it, and that's it. Okay guys, that is it. I wanted to show you this color, and it has been cruddy weather. We've had pouring down rain today. I really wanted to take this outside and show it to you in the regular daylight because I really think this color is going to be poppin' gorgeous. So I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm 100% in love with the color yet. What do you guys think? Your honest opinion. I'd love to know what you think about this color on me. I don't know. I'm just not used to it. It's so funny. Anyway, yes, this is the Shaded Mocha Full Mono Top Jon Renau top-notch topper. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will be doing a follow-up and take this outside for you. So we'll do a little separate short little video of me doing that. look for it. As soon as we get some nice weather, I will be bringing the camera outside. Okay, see you soon, I'm sure. Have a wonderful week ahead.